And what do you think? What do you think about what's going on in the world right now?
Is it the virus and all those kind of things?
Yes.
Well, I think we should be conscious but not afraid. That's the message I've been preaching over and over and again. We shouldn't be afraid but conscious. Tough times will always come, but the thing that makes us strong is the way we push through those tough times.
The greatest artists did their greatest masterpieces when they were suffering.
Hi, it's Robin Sharma, and I wanted to show up here on Instagram. And first of all, I hope you and your loved ones are healthy and safe.
Hi, Jasper Basson here. I just wanted to remind you about the Daily Entrepreneur Tips series. It's a business growth series for entrepreneurs and contains financial information and also information to grow you as a person and your business, because we will never grow our business any higher than we grow ourselves. So click on the link below and I will send you daily information to grow you as a person and your business, and it's for 365 days of the year.
I'm going to try to do as many Instagram lives as possible just to offer you hope and offer you any guidance I can give you and offer you any comfort and encouragement as we go through this difficult time on the planet. This is a time where we can show everyday heroism. This is a time where we can show more kindness. This is a time in the world where we get to show what we're truly made of. We can get to show our strengths. This is a time on the planet where we can be more resourceful and more creative. This is a time where we can be kinder to people we don't even know. This is a time on the planet where we can look in the mirror and strengthen ourselves. So I wanted to show up here and first of all, remind you to protect your hope. In adversity, there's always blessings, and I think it's wise to focus on the blessings. From a very practical point of view, what I would encourage you to do is this whole concept of social distancing. I think it's very important and very powerful. So stay at home as much as possible. And I want to get into 5 opportunities I see during the next few weeks and months. And I want to remind you as well, this will pass and better times will come. I don't know if you have any questions you want me to start off with. I'm happy to answer some questions. Otherwise, I'll get right into the 5 points that I wanted to share with you. Let me see here.
Wow. Hello.
I know exactly who you are. You are the brilliant young man who does those amazing videos on Instagram.
Wow. Thank you very much for noticing me. I'm actually in the middle of reading this book.
Wow, where are you? You're in Africa, right?
Yes, Nigeria.
In Nigeria, in Lagos or?
Lagos, yes.
Oh, in Lagos. That's wonderful. Well, you know, I've seen your videos, and you are so full of fire, and you are so full of wisdom, and we need more people like you in the world right now.
Thank you very much. We also need more people like you in the world.
I'm curious, how did you become so wise at such a young age?
Well, I like to give credit, number one, to my parents and also my curiosity as well. You see, my parents, we have a lot of books. If I show you the books we have here, there are a lot. So They weren't doing anything in the house. Nobody was reading them. My parents has finished reading them. Then I just decided one day to pick up a book by Jack Canfield. Well, that time I was very young. I got tired of the book. Then I dropped it. But I learned some lessons in those books. Then I decided to share those few lessons with my friends. Some of them were tired of it. Some of them were amused by it. Then I decided to pick up the book again and read it again. Then I noticed it changed the way I started thinking of life, because the name of that book was Power of Focus. Then I knew that I had a focus that I could inspire people. Then I continued sharing my message in school. My teachers were wild. My friends were wild. Some were bored of it, some were tired of it, but that didn't stop me. Then on a certain day, I decided to move on Instagram. That's how I even met you as well. Through Instagram, very wide place. I didn't meet people like Napoleon Hill then because of I wasn't on Instagram. Then I decided to share my message on Instagram. Lots of haters. I had lots of friends that would disturb me, say that I'm being stupid, but I learned one thing. Haters mean you're doing a good job. Then I continued doing what I was doing. I met people like you. I started reading more books to widen my knowledge. And today, I'm what I'm supposed to be. Yeah.
It looks like your whole, so you're giving a lot of credit for your wisdom to your parents, and it looks like your home is full of books.
Yes, some of these books were actually gifted to my parents as well. My parents didn't really read them, so I'm the one necessarily to read them.
And what do you think about what's going on in the world right now?
Is it the virus and all those kind of things?
Yes.
Well, I think we should be conscious but not afraid. That's the message I've been preaching over and over and again. We shouldn't be afraid but conscious. Tough times will always come, but the thing that makes us strong is the way we push through those tough times.
Tell me.
We've had worse viruses than this, and the world still kept on moving. Continue.
If I had your wisdom at your age, I would be a much more blessed man.
You're already a blessed man, sir.
Well, listen, I really enjoy your videos, and I really appreciate the DMs that you've sent me. And I know you're going to do great things in the world. And to me, you're a hero. So keep up the great work you're doing, and keep believing in yourself. And thanks for making some time to be here with me on this Instagram Live. I send you lots of love and lots of good wishes.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the honor for bringing me into this life. And remember, everyone watching, you can do anything you set your mind to do. Thank you very much.
See ya.
Bye.
Wow, that was, I don't know how old he was or he is, but I think he's probably 12 or 13 years old, and you can see the kind of great people we have in the world right now. Anyway, I want to be respectful of your time. I just finished my morning nature walk, and I wanted to give you 5 things to focus on today. The first is, so I'll be of use to you. The first thing I wanted to say is turn insecurity into creativity. Point number 1, turn insecurity into creativity. So if you're feeling insecure, which is a low-grade form of fear right now, channel it into your art, channel it into your book, channel it into your screenplay, channel it into doing more beautiful work for the world. The greatest artists did their greatest masterpieces when they were suffering. And one of the things about challenging times is it makes us more intimate with who we truly are and with our creativity. So you leverage the adversity that's occurring in society to do even more beautiful work that you release to the world. Over the past year or two, I've been talking a lot about the magic, and we all have magic inside us, and I want you during this volatile time to be a magic worker, so you release beautiful work into the world that uplifts everyone around you. Second thing I would say is stay at home as much as possible. I don't know if we see enough leadership and people sharing this message. Stay at home. Stay with away from public places. We heard the young man say it beautifully. It's like, don't be scared, but be cautious. And I would actually say, to contribute to what he said, I would say it's okay to be scared. It's okay not to be okay. We're human. If you're not feeling a little scared or uncertain, you're probably numb to your heart set. It's okay to be afraid. Just don't let your fear numb you. Don't let your fear freeze you. Feel your fear, honor the emotions that you're feeling versus repressing them, and then advance and move ahead. So the second point I want to say is stay at home. Just be sensible. Stay away from public places. And guess what? Read more books. Watch more documentaries. Watch great films. Have deep conversations with your family. If you don't meditate, learn to meditate. If you don't know about journaling, keep a journal. It's a great time for self-reflection. It's a great time to shift not only from a human doing, but get back to a human being. Third point, related to that, this is a great time for growth and personal development. If you're not into personal mastery, if you don't know the 4 interior empires that I taught in the 5 a.m. club, this is a fantastic time to slow things down and work on your mindset, which is your belief system, your heart set, which is your emotional life, gratitude and wonder and awe, and releasing guilt and shame and anger and building forgiveness. And it's a great time to work on your health set. Take walks in nature, for example. And it's a great time to work on your soul set, the 4th interior empire, which is your connection with your wisest self. So the third point is really use this time for growth and self-understanding and building a stronger self. Number 4, really dial in. I've been talking for so many years about your morning ritual, the 5 a.m. club, the victory hour from 5 to 6. This is when your morning routine might even save your life. The 20-20-20 formula that I talk about in the 5 a.m. club is so powerful now. Pocket number 1, move. Pocket number 2, reflect. Pocket number 3, grow. By 6 o'clock, you will have protected your immune system. You will have prepared your mindset. You will feel fundamentally different for the day ahead. Fifth thing I would say to you is use this time to pull back from the noise of the world and remember some of the fundamentals about true leadership. True leadership does not require a title. It does not require formal authority. It does not require a position. No matter what you do in the world right now, now is a time to shift from victimhood to show leadership. What are the kinds of things leaders do? Leaders look for opportunities. Leaders are about service. Leaders don't make excuses. Leaders don't get frightened by change. Leaders understand that everything starts with self-leadership. Leaders ask themselves, how can I make the world a better place in a darker time? Leaders are compassionate. Leaders are brave when others are terrified. Leaders love growth. So I wanted to offer you those 5 opportunities right now. I want to remind you this will pass. I think it'll probably be a few months. We'll be lucky if it's only a few weeks. I think it's going to be a few months. And prepare, stay strong, stay peaceful, stay grounded, be a decent human being, help other people in need, and we're all going to get through this. Okay, I don't know if you have any questions. If you do, let me know. Santosh says, I'm a legend. I'm not a legend. I'm a normal human being here, just trying to show you how much I care and how much I want to serve and be helpful. But I'm far from a legend. The legends are the Mandelas and the Gandhis and the Mother Teresas and the Rosa Parkses and the Shakespeares and the Galileos and the Da Vincis and the Michelangelos. And by the way, to my friends, brothers and sisters in some of the really ravaged places like Italy, for example, we are so with you right now. Italy is a country that's very deep and close to my heart, and you are in my prayers, and as well as the other countries that are going through such difficulty. You are in my prayers and thoughts, and we're all here to support you as much as we know how to do. Uanoop says, yes, this will pass. Of course it will. If you look at history, there's always been challenging times, and we always get through them. Human beings are incredibly creative creatures, and we're incredibly strong. And I want to say directly to you right now, you're stronger than you might know. Think about the past times you never thought you could get through that you got through. Rough seas, this isn't my line, but it's worth saying, rough seas make strong sailors. Rough seas make strong sailors. Difficult times make great heroes. Someone says, where am I? I'm in the middle of a forest, in a parking lot in a forest where I've walked for 20 years. Divine Enlightenment says, hard to ground in the last week or so. It's hard to ground, that's why we must ground. Things I'm doing, spending more time in nature, even more water, more hydration, more prayer, more journaling, more reading of wise and intelligent and thoughtful books, even closer conversations with my family, even more of a commitment to serve you. A lot of you probably know I'm writing my next book right now, and I'm writing that book with an even deeper commitment to serve, to help. I want to reveal even more of my craft. I want to make it an even more valuable book. So how do you ground? You use tactics like committing to even doing better work, your morning routine, hydration, sleep even more, pray even more, meditate even more, write in a journal, affirmations, and even just spending time in silence, contemplating. These things will help you ground. When it comes to the news, I would say, do not be addicted to the news. Pay attention to what's going on. Maybe check in with the news once a day. Maybe set a ritual. Every day at noon, spend 15 minutes to see what's going on, and then turn off your phone or turn off the news. Someone says, I am Jan Hiv, and if I'm pronouncing your name or mispronouncing your name, forgive me. Can't thank you enough for the 5 a.m. club. You are welcome. Who else do we have here? Lots of people. Someone says, Robin, please share some words on how can we keep going and not getting distracted. I would say just keep going and don't be distracted. Leave your phone in a drawer for at least a few hours every day and keep moving forward. Practice social distancing. Don't be out in public places, of course, but continue with your life. Continue to, connect with your family. Continue to practice your rituals. Continue to do the best work that you know how to do. If you work in a public place, I understand the challenges of that. And Vineet says, how to fight loneliness. Great question. I would say feel your loneliness. Feel your loneliness. What is under the loneliness? Is it sadness? Is it fear of being alone? And one of the things that I believe in is to heal a wound, you must feel a wound. And so feel the emotions under the loneliness. You're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. You know, last night we watched, my loved ones and I watched the Tom Hanks movie about Mr. Rogers. What a hero. And Mr. Rogers was talking about emotions, and it you know, I believe the same thing. I mean, emotions are not bad or good. Our society teaches us we have to be happy all the time. Well, there's nothing wrong with feeling sad or scared. The challenge or the danger is not feeling our human emotions. So if you're feeling lonely, feel the loneliness, get intimate with the loneliness, and move through the loneliness into the strength and courage that lives beneath your loneliness. Can you recommend a few books for you to read? Sure. One of my favorite books is The Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. It's a beautiful book to read right now. Another one of my favorite books is As You Think by James Allen. It's a really wonderful book to read right now. Jonathan Livingston Seagull, it's a beautiful book. The Prophet by Khalil Gibran, beautiful book. I'm reading a biography on Aristotle Onassis right now. Walter Isaacson's biography on Steve Jobs, as well as his biography on Michelangelo, is a wonderful book. And of course, I deeply believe in the 5 a.m. Club. I mean, it'll explain how to manage your life and how to get through this and how to stay strong and how to be creative. That's what the 5 a.m. Club is all about. So definitely read it. I think it's a great resource to help you get through this difficult time. Alexandra, I read your 5 a.m. Club in Spanish. Thank you very much. Someone says, I really overthink. Help me. I think overthinking often comes from fear that has been repressed within your heart set. And so what has helped me with overthinking is writing in a journal every day just to get the thoughts out onto paper. Number 2, meditation is very powerful. And number 3, sometimes if we don't have enough to do, we overthink. Right? It's the old line, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. And so you want to be busy around important or valuable things. Someone's from Colombia. Thank you very much. I hope you are all safe in Colombia. Someone's opulent castle. I get very scared easily. So I would say to you, if you get very scared easily, breathe into the fear. Notice the fear. Start watching your fear. And then you will become a witness of your fear versus your fear. It's a practice. There's a tool I teach called the AFRA tool, A-F-R-A. A stands for awareness, F stands for feeling, A stands for awareness, F stands for feel it, R stands for release, A stands for advance. Maybe in a future Instagram Live I'll explain it in more detail, but you simply want to become aware of the fear, and as you become more aware of the fear, you become the warrior watching the fear. And the more you practice this, the more you separate yourself from your fear, if that makes sense to you. Doug Burtney says, do I meditate? Doug's from Canada. By the way, for any Canadians watching, really important to practice social distancing. Really important for us to stay out of public places. Really, really important for us to stay at home as much as you possibly can. I want to get that message out for as many of us as possible. Anyway, Doug, yes, I meditate. It's been very, very valuable to me. There are a couple of I like the Meditation Oasis podcast. It has some wonderful meditations on there. I also have the Calm app, which is wonderful. And sometimes I just come up with an affirmation or a word and I meditate on the word. So it's very, very powerful. Wet Pain Warrior Loves the Prophet. It's one of my favorite books. Someone asks, can we do a live meditation with me? I'd love to. I'll do that in the future. Have I ever faced writer's block? Probably every morning. I'm not one of those writers who just is always in the flow. It's a series of seasons for me. Sometimes I can write and write and write, and sometimes not much flows, but you know, I run with my cycles. Someone from Griffin Leadership from Lebanon. I hope everyone's safe in Lebanon. Someone says, you're not answering my question. You know what? I'm trying to answer every question I possibly can, and I ask for your understanding and your patience, and that's a great example. You know, let's be more understanding of everyone. Let's be more forgiving of other people on the planet right now versus, you know, very self-focused and, you know, only thinking about ourselves. Let me, Luis Mercado, I love your work. For me, you're a hero. Thank you. I don't think I'm a hero. I don't feel like a hero. I feel like a humble servant trying to help as many people as possible. And I really think we're all in this together. And I feel you're my heroes, all the readers of my books and all the people here on this Instagram Live. I mean, you are people doing the work, trying to be stronger human beings, trying to be braver human beings, trying to release beautiful work to your customers, trying to represent courage and honor and honesty and compassion and forgiveness. You are the heroes on the planet right now, you know? I mean, someone once said we can curse the darkness or we can light a candle. I'll repeat that again. We can curse the darkness or we can light a candle. Okay, everyone. Well, listen, I'm sitting here in my car and I need to get going. I hope this has been helpful. I will post this Instagram Live, and you can share it with your family and friends and teammates. And in terms of resources, I've posted about 100 videos on YouTube. They're all free, so you can go to those YouTube videos under my YouTube channel. And you can read the 5 a.m. Club book. It's full of tactics that will help you right now. It's a manifesto for mastery, and it'll be a really helpful resource for you. And I'll be doing more of these Instagram Lives. And if you're new to me on Instagram, you can look at my past posts in the feed, and those will provide you with tactical information to help you stay strong and focused and creative and encouraged more than anything else, you know. Believe in yourself, and we're going to get through this, and this will pass. And you want to, you know, I believe it was Winston Churchill who said, never waste a good crisis. And so you want to use what we're going through to become a stronger, more compassionate, more loving, more creative, more decent human being. And, you know, I mean, what made Nelson Mandela was not the easy times. It was the 27 years of hardship. Love you a lot. Virtually, I'm sending you great good wishes. Stay healthy, stay strong, be kind, and I'll talk to you really soon.